There we go. Hi. How's it going? Nick Robinson here, and I'm assuming you can hear me. If you can, welcome. We are going to be checking out a little bit of a game called Titan Souls today, which is an independently made video game. It was part of the Ludum Dare Game Jam, if you're not familiar, and it's a very, I guess, would you call it minimalist?
Welcome. You did.
Minimalist? Top-down, vaguely Shadow of the Colossus inspired game. Let me make sure that the resolution's all nice and tight here. Boom. This should look good. Alrighty. Cool. But yeah. Let me triple check and make sure that everyone on both sides can see it. We got the YouTube and Twitch streams working simultaneously for the first time in forever, which is real nice. So here we go. Yeah. Let me see if there's anyone in the Devolver chat. Making sure everything is working nicely here.
Oh my god, you.
I will trim this later. Yes. Cool. Alrighty. Strangely, I'm not seeing anything on the Twitch chat side, but YouTube is working, which is good enough for me. But yeah, let's hop right into it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, Afro Power is now in the Twitch chat. We got the YouTube chat here, and we got the game here. Yeah, let's hop right into it. So this, I played this game at, I think, PAX Prime last year, and I sat down and played through the entire demo just because I was so captivated by it. And if you're not familiar with the full heritage, because I'm assuming this this stream is now working everywhere, and maybe people are just now arriving. This is a game that started out as a game jam game from the Ludum Dare Game Jam, which happens once a year. The premise being, so each Ludum Dare Game Jam is themed, and the theme for the Game Jam that this was first shown in, is you only get one. And they kind of leave them kind of open-ended, deliberately, so people can sort of interpret them however they see fit. And so this team's interpretation was you only get one arrow. So you have one piece of ammunition. So that's kind of the driving thing of the game. It's kind of a two-button, a two-switch game. And essentially, I'm playing with a 360 controller here, but you can use the stick for movement, the other stick for camera, A to do a sort of dodge roll, and then hold X to fire. And now every time you fire your arrow, you need to get it back. And you can do that in a couple ways. You can either fire it, and then just obviously go walk up to it and pick it up, or fire it and then hold down the shoot button again to sort of teleport it, not really teleport it, but draw it back to you magnetically. I'm going to shoot this eye. That worked. There you go. Cool. Oh, there's a bunch of people in the chat already. What's up, guys? I like these ancient runes that are illustrating... Oh, the run mechanic. I don't know if that was in the last build I played. Pretty elegant tutorial here. Just some ancient cave paintings that happen to help me get around. Alrighty. So those, if I remember correctly, are checkpoints, so they look a little different than last time I played. And then each of these rooms here, so that's kind of the cool thing about this game, is this whole game is comprised pretty much entirely of boss fights. And you have a little bit of freedom as to the order you take these boss fights on in. I'm going to take on the heart first. And it's been a while since I've played this game, so I'm kind of... It may take me a second. Alright, you can kind of hear him moving about. Alrighty. So I'm going to start this fight. I wonder if that language is actually... Oh, jeez. There's another fundamental component of the combat in this game that I think will explain itself as soon as I make my first mistake. Yeah, this being able to hold A to run is actually super helpful. But you can't move when you're drawing the bullet back to you, or the arrow. I'm focusing on the heart right now, because I feel like the more orbs I have to fight, the higher the chances of me just getting wrecked. Alright, the heart is out. Ugh! But the smaller they are, the faster they are, and they jump bigger, and I'm getting scared. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. See, like, the big orb is actually, oddly, the least threatening. Alright, hold on. Yes. There we go. Wow. Alright, that was uncharacteristically well executed for me. It's not gonna go this well, so I'm gonna draw the arrow back out. There we go. Gots to cop all these souls here. It's so awesome looking. Splorg says, so this is not a Dark Souls sequel. No, but I would make the argument that this game is aesthetically informed by Dark Souls. And maybe difficulty-wise informed a little by Dark Souls. Michael Schultz says, super pretty art style. Yeah, I love how far back the camera is. It's tough, because I was like trying to tweet out a screenshot of the game today. And this is one of those games that looks best when you full screen it. If you're watching this on Twitch, and definitely on YouTube and hopefully on Twitch, it should be running at 1080p 60 FPS. Right now I finally figured out how to stream at that quality, and this game really, like, I think shines. Like, it really looks, it's making the most of, I think, a pixelated art style. Like, I think pixel art is harder than people think, if that makes sense. Like, making evocative, beautiful pixel art that actually has its own style is very challenging. I think this game does that nicely. Alright, here we go. Let me shrink the chat down temporarily and break everything. Alright. Cool. It seems like everything's going nicely, though, on the streaming side, which is good. Boom. Alright, and we're back. Bonesy01 says, it reminds me of Hyper Light Drifter for some reason. I think that both of those games do sort of share, like, an ancient, like I don't know how to put it, like, ancient ruins vibe. I'm gonna sort of explore the overworld a little bit before I go to the next boss battle. Alrighty. I love all the sort of little details, though, like all the etchings on this giant column, and I don't know, man. There's a real sense of scale to this that I think is worth appreciating. Alright, let's go ahead and do the next battle. I'm gonna let you guys choose actually where we go next. We go into this leftmost room, which you can kind of see from the signpost above each of the doors what that boss battle is. So there's a dude up here who appears to be wrapped in some kind of shell, this sort of brain-looking ass guy over here, and then whatever that is. Purple Yes Sir says, I like the music. It is nice on my ears. Yeah. Tactics Over says, I think Zelda is a better comparison than Dark Souls. Yeah, aesthetically I think it definitely shares a lot with Zelda as well. Woo! I'm hoping the stream looks as good for you as it does for me. Here we go. Alright. Overwhelmingly, people are saying to go to the left. Omnium Gatherum, Slarable, Kishi, LFG, Bonesy, everyone is saying go to the left, so we are going to the left. I love the little, like, holding my hand up to grab the arrow back animation. I also like there's a little bit of ricochet to it. I don't know if you saw that right there. Boom. Alrighty. Alright, this is an ominously colored room. Oh, I remember this one. Alrighty, so it really clearly, or really quickly becomes clear. This one's hard, actually. This is one of the tougher ones. Alright. It's so fast. Alright. If it didn't pause every 4 steps, I'd just be in trouble, because it moves so quickly. No. And now I'm Bones. I'm Bones now. Big Driggy says, I played this game at Rooster Teeth Expo. It was awesome. I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah, my experience with this game at PAX was very... Oops. I don't need to go back in here. Very similar to yours in that, like... I had heard of it. I had seen footage of it. I remember reading about the Ludum Dare version. By the way, that answers your question. Someone was asking if you can roll upstairs. No. Someone on YouTube was asking that. Azrael says, I love the 3D looking animation in the cube. Yeah, I think that... I actually remember I asked the devs when I was at PAX, I was like, is there any actual 3D in here? And uselessly, I can't remember their answer, but maybe they are watching in the chat. Alrighty. Alright, I almost tried to go under him. That was a bad idea. Gotta get my arrow back. So this is really a matter of timing this right. I want to flip this way, and then like maybe strafe this way. I can't believe I beat this one at all last time. Nope, I went right into the beam. I also like that it does the like, it almost reminds me of like Doom or old shooters where even after you're dead, the enemy kind of keeps coming after you. Acid Nerve, who is the developers of this game, says yes, the cube is 3D. There. Got him. And what's cool about the boss battles in this game, to me, personally, is that, like, obviously you die in one hit, right? And so that means that you can very, very quickly die and respawn and try again. But likewise, and I don't know if you can hear me over this intense soul collecting I'm doing, not only do you die in one hit, but so do most of the bosses. So it, like, a boss battle in this game can be anywhere from 5 seconds long to 3 minutes long, depending on how skillful you are. Azrael says, I like that you have, it's Metal Gear physics when you try to roll up the stairs. Yes. You can't really do it. You can definitely roll down them, though. Yeah. Michael Schultz says, is this the start of the game, or is there any type of intro to the story? So this is not a final version of the game, but what you're seeing here is how it began for me. It's a very, yeah. So far, it's very, oh, I like this one. If you want to see some good 3D cube physics, this one is one of my favorites. The solution for this one's pretty clever, too. Oh! Every time! Every time that one gets me right away. Alrighty. Let's try again. Gotta teach myself not to roll upstairs. Can I climb this? Are there secrets up here? By the way, if you have questions about the game and you're watching on Twitch, Acid Nerve, who is the dev team creating the game, is in the chat answering questions. Acid Nerve is pointing out that a few of the bosses use 3D models mixed with 2D pixel art. The resulting look is very convincing. Alright. So I need him to hit these buttons, which activates this flame. Oh, I got charred. Wow. That is actually not a number that I'd heard before. According to the developers, there are going to be 18 bosses total in the final game, which is a lot of bosses. That is a big number of bosses. Yeah, Kobang Lung Tran says, that was fast in regards to, like, the last boss I beat. Yeah, like, that's kind of the thing. Is like, you could die very quickly, or you could have a long, drawn-out battle. It's a little bit of a mix of, like, figuring out how to beat the boss. So right there, you can probably kind of see what I was trying to do. Oh, he jumped this time. Alright. So I gotta get him on one of these switches. Yes! Oh! Alright, I shrank him. Now he's just a brain. Oh god, I can still die! Hold on. Oh, there's just like... Oh! There's like brain goop everywhere, and it slows you down. So I tried to dodge roll out from under him, and I couldn't because I had brain goop on me. I got gooped. Acid Nerve also points out, because someone was asking if the character has a name. The answer is no. It's a brain in an ice cube. Yes. Ah! A lot of people are really obsessed with, the fact that you can't roll up the stairs. It's coming up on the YouTube and the Twitch chat a lot, which I guess, yeah, attention to detail really does something for people. What's down here? Can I go for a swim? Oh my gosh! He's swimming now. Even wait, I'm walking. I'm sorry that I'm just like... I'm getting a little sidetracked. And you can see it looks like this podium here now has 2 circles lit up on it on the checkpoint. And I've beaten 2 bosses, so interesting. In terms of price, they're targeting between 10 and 15 bucks, but they haven't picked something yet. Tactic Ogre on Twitch says, I really like it when games have this many non-humanoid boss designs. Yeah, something actually that the devs pointed out to me at PAX was that in the official artwork for this game, there's sort of this, like, this temple guardian statue guy, and if you look closely, he's missing, like, a brain, an eye, and a hand, I think. Each of which are sort of body parts that you fight over the course of the game in boss battles, so... Alright, let me see if I can get him to slide. Ah! Oh, I thought he stopped just short of that bottom button. Oh yeah, actually Michael Schultz was suggesting that I do exactly what I did, which is climb down into the water. Yeah, there's a little swimming stuff now. I wonder if there's going to be any water-based boss stuff. Asnerv also says, after this area, the game opens up into a bigger overworld, so it's actually not all set in this confined temple. This is just kind of the tutorial area. And something that I always appreciate in a game is when the tutorial doesn't feel like a tutorial. Got him. Alright, now I have to shoot him, though. Wait for him to land. Nope. I love that. That's one of the most satisfying things to do in this game. Is when you're pulling the arrow back to you with X, you can actually hit enemies with it. So I defeated that boss, not by shooting at him, but by retrieving my arrow into his spring. Ivilla559 on Twitch says, the art style reminds me of Super Brothers a little bit. Yeah, I think the character looks pretty different from the Super Brothers art style, but I see what you mean in terms of, like... I love pixel art that is really, like, evocative of ruin, because those two ideas seem so at odds with each other. Alright, 3 bosses down, 1 to go. There's an interesting argument going on in the Twitch chat about whether or not you should respawn right outside the door when you beat a boss battle. Some people are like, it would cut down on the walking. But then Senior VDP says, games are too forgiving. You messed up, so you have to walk back. That's the way it's supposed to be. I like that mentality, too. It's not the most severe punishment in the world. It's really an extra 10 seconds. I do like that there's some gravity to your death. Alright, I remember this fight. So that dude is missing an eye, you'll notice. Alright, oh, he mad. Ooh, deep roaring. Alright. This actually... that was so bad. I bounced off one fist underneath another. You guys, I feel like, are actively just choosing Twitch names that are impossible to pronounce. Chruishi... CHRUESCHSCHIE says, this is one of the games I'm looking forward to most this year, can't wait for the release. Yeah, I definitely walked away from PAX Prime being like, I am going to play all of Titan Souls as soon as I can. Oh, I actually walked right past him. Abandoneer says, I think what would make a game like this... So I'm reading this wrong, sorry. I think what would make a game like this that is entirely focused on good boss fights would be well-designed levels with hidden secrets and extras and puzzles. I mean, I think each of the boss fights is kind of a puzzle in its own right, you know? Like, when I walked away from PAX thinking about this game, and for some reason my main point of comparison, because I had just started playing it, was Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, because I think that game, all the boss fights in Link Between Worlds were incredible. And this is almost like, what if Link Between Worlds was like all boss fights, like all spectacular boss fights. Alright. I'm gonna try not to get sandwiched between the 2 hands this time. He's protecting his chest there. Sigan LH says, if it was picked up by Devolver, then it's gonna be great. Devolver hasn't disappointed me yet. That's a nice comment. I kind of feel the same way. I feel like Devolver is one of the... I mean, obviously I'm biased, but they're one of the only publishers, I think, who has a pretty much bulletproof, like, library of games. Like, when I was explaining to friends of mine who aren't familiar with games what Devolver is, I was like, they're basically just a company who only puts out good games, and I'm not going to talk the next time I fight this boss, because it is completely fucking me up right now. Over on YouTube, Super91 Studios is saying that the website still says this game's coming out Q1 2015. Is that accurate? Let's see if the devs have any comment on that. I just want to, like, wake him up and then get my arrow back. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and just focus. Oh, I missed! The dodge rolling is so crucial. I was a little scared to stream this game, honestly, because, like, you die a bunch. That is a thing that happens in this game, I think, inevitably. Although I did notice, in the options for the game... Oh, I like that minimalist pause screen here. Restart, exit, and options. There is an option for a timer, which, to me, I don't know, I haven't turned it on. My brain immediately thinks of, like, going for world records and speedruns and stuff would be really fun. Epic Whale says, these bosses look so cool. That is correct. Alright, I just barely grazed his fingertip with my arrow. That was just enough to wake him up. Ugh! The hand, like, sweeps backwards after it lifts up. I'm like, it's my accuracy that's really throwing me off. Can they reach me from here? Yes, they can! Alright, how about you? So, I'm noticing a pattern, which is that I can get him to switch hands by moving from the left to the right side or from the right to the left side. K-Kill says, I love the sound of the thud and the way the music cuts out when you die. Yeah, I do too. It's so final. Like, it's kind of why I have been laughing every time I die, is because, like, you're in the middle of this very, like, grandiose, like, epic score, music, and all this stuff, and then it just, like... It's sort of like the audio-visual equivalent of just a fart noise playing. What if I touch the hand? Will that wake him up? Alright, cool. Let's get it. He's gonna switch hands after this one. No, he's not! Alright, here we go. The sweep. The hand sweeping in is what killed me that time. Michael Schultz says our brains are linked. Yeah, he keeps, like, asking questions at the same time that I answer them. There's a little bit of a delay on the YouTube side. Oh, nobody 10 says, it would be cool if the boss pummeling would turn your corpse into raw hamburger after you died. I mean, I think that's implied, you know? They don't really have to show it, but I think the implication is that you were just there being pummeled to death for the rest of your life. Alrighty. Let's do it. He's gonna slam me, I'm gonna roll out of the way, he's gonna switch hands. I gotta... Okay. I'm gonna cry. Work Sucks is asking if the game will ever come to Vita. I do not have the answer. But the chat might. Or the devs in the chat might. Oh, Acid Nerve says that the plan is to launch this game on Steam, Vita, and PS4 at the same time. So, very cool. This game would really look good on the Vita screen. I actually just started playing Luftrausers on the Vita, like last month. I'd had it after it was given away on PlayStation Plus, but I hadn't played it. And that game looks so good on the Vita screen. It feels like it was made for that system. All right. I almost wish I had, like, a counter on the screen for my deaths. Maybe next time. Norgamka says, this was probably inspired by Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I think they say that. Like, I think in a lot of ways it feels directly evoked by Shadow of the Colossus, although I think this is a little bit more fun than that, but don't quote me on that. Abandoneer is speculating about whether or not the text that pops up for the bosses is real, like whether or not it can be translated. I would love to know. I think that's something fans will figure out with time. Wait, I killed the boss at the exact same millisecond that I died. Oh no. I don't think that counts. So I'm gonna keep my distance this time. It's my accuracy, dude. It's getting me. Simultaneous still. Hard Metapod says that squish noise when you die is funny. It's maybe for you. Maybe for you. For me, it is deeply upsetting. Actually, there's the fight. I do like how quickly I can roll down the stairs. Hold on, let me tweak something real quick. I just realized that because I'm the only person here today, I can crop this down and give you guys a lot more of the game. Look at that. Real-time editing. Live to tape. Alright, cool. Let's take this again. I'm focused. The music is calming me down. Maybe I need to use the run feature a little bit more. It seems like I can just barely outrun the attacks. Oh, so close. I'm just barely missing. Yes! I feel good about that. I set myself a goal and I executed on it. Malo Jameis, and I don't know if this is true or not, or just a guess. Malo Jameis says, maybe they say that the language is maybe a language you will understand when you beat the game. I wouldn't know anything about that. Alrighty, let's progress. Got my achievement. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but... Damn. This is pretty. Paul Podest said my final death count for that last boss fight was 9 deaths, but that's including my half death where I shot the thing in the eye but then also died. Alrighty. I have not seen any of this stuff. This content is as new to you guys as it is to me. I like the silence. I'm just gonna be quiet and we'll just enjoy this together. Oh boy. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I want to live here. I actually don't even want to run, I just want to walk. I just want to take this in. Not even going to roll down these stairs, I'm just going to gently... Ivilla559 says, I gotta go, but this game looks awesome, and I will throw my money at it when it's released. I would recommend that. Oh, it's getting quiet. world is so big. I really like that. Purple Yes Sir says, this game has a melancholy feel that I really enjoy. You feel very isolated. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like, you definitely feel super alone. Which is something that I think, yeah. Hit this checkpoint. What does all this mean? Oh boy. Alright. This is a big moment for me. I'm excited. Malo Jamis says the song they just played is the same music as in the original Ludum Dare version of the game, which is an interesting detail. Ugh, I'm so excited. I don't think we've seen any of these bosses before. Okay, let's do it. Oh boy. Ugh. Well, there's a checkpoint right there, so. Maybe there's something on his back? Okay, it is really quickly becoming clear that I cannot dodge roll through those bullets. I have to dodge them. Like, actually not get hit by them. I actually might just walk and just weave between them. Alrighty. I want to see him turn around. That's... What does he look like from behind? Oh, there's something there. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just draw the arrow back to him if I can get him to cooperate. Ugh. Some sort of... That's an interesting sort of like mixed 2D, 3D look. Splorgs is asking if I'm going to put world premiere ahead of each of the boss battles like the Video Game Awards. Some people in the Twitch chat are asking about the Broforce update. I think that's going to be next week, probably. We'll announce that once we know for sure. All right. So I'm going to wake him up, draw the arrow back to me, fire it behind him. Ugh! Hunter Jala says, "Bullet hell, boss. Let's get it." Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. Boom. I want to be close to him so I can get my arrow back as quickly as possible. Alright. I'm just gonna dodge him. He's kind of like circling the cardinal directions. So I'm gonna shoot east and then wait for him to line up. Uh-oh. It didn't work. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't think that's... Huh. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what to do. Maybe I need to fire it directly in this map. Oh, Acid Nerve, the developers, points out that the arrow needs to be going fast enough for it to hurt. Okay, that's an interesting mechanical thing. So, that right there is not fast enough to hurt you. That's just an arrow slowly being... Think of it like a magnet, I guess. If it's far enough away, it can gain enough speed to hit him. Got it. So it was just really... I was just scratching his back gently with the arrow. I'm gonna leave it there. Yes! A 1-second boss encounter. I mean, what's cool is that, like, if you play them correctly, these boss battles can be very brief, but you need to have fought them and, like, learned their patterns in order to be able to do something like that. Talking about a damn speedrun, though. What's up? up to my eyeballs in Tiki Man right now. Purple Yes Sir says his back looks like a delicious candy. Yeah, I feel that. He looks like... not to take away from the atmosphere of the game, but I was thinking about a ring pop most of the time I was fighting him. Alright, on to the next one. Michael Schultz says, can you pull the arrow back before it hits something? Like, before it hits the ground? Kinda. Yeah, look at that. It's still kind of got its shadow. Let me try it at a big stretch here. That's an interesting question, though. I'm going to immediately start pulling it back. A really nice sound design touch I enjoy is that, listen, the sound of it being pulled back is beautiful. Sigan is asking how many bosses there are. The devs have said 18, which is a big number of bosses. I would be hard pressed to name a game with 18 bosses. Let's find the other one. Oops. Poor guy. I keep accidentally banging his head against the stairs. Schmiley Face. Oh, that's a great name. It's S-H Miley F-A-I-S-H. So Schmiley Face says, game sort of reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus, but in 2D. Yeah, I think that's everyone's first reaction, but it's a little more... I don't know. I have my personal preferences, and I'm not going to trouble you with them. Look at all this. This is quite an area. Some golds. Some treasures. What are you? What's happening? Ooh. I found a little secret. Oh, look at all this cash. I like that the currency in this world looks like the iPhone home button. This looks innocent. This seems like just free treasure. There was nothing horrible that's gonna happen to me. Oh no! It's a mimic! Wow, this is awesome! He's gonna spit coins at me. Interesting. Alright, let's try that again. Is the door still open? Yeah, alright. Tactics Ogre says, hell yes, a mimic boss is something I've wanted to see for ages. Yeah, mimics are, like, pretty universally loved characters, but you never see them as, like, final bosses. Ugh! He killed me the old-fashioned way that time, just smushed me. Norgamka is asking if this is Acid Nerve's first game, and the answer to that, according to them themselves, is that they've made many like Game Jam games, but this is their first big commercial release. It's funny if you like look back how many games that started out as Ludum Dare games have become like full-fledged, really popular indie games. It's been the source for a lot more stuff than you might expect. All right, let's do it. I feel like once I live long enough to sort of grok his attack pattern, then we'll be getting somewhere. Here we go. I always get, I don't know why, I have a really intense reaction to huge piles of gold in video games. It just makes me feel good. Not really sure why. Alright. Oh! Alright, hold on. I'm like so nervous about him. Alright. I feel like maybe when he opens up for that shot would be a time to get an arrow in his mouth. Oh my god. So I can't move over the coins. They actually kind of change the landscape of the battlefield a little bit. Ugh! That thing just cut my head off completely? Sad. Alright. Hold on a second. I'm gonna take a couple questions from the chat real quick. Here we go. So for those curious, Acid Nerve is a team of 3 people. The programmer, artist, and sound designer / musician. So taking care of all of your senses. There. Oh wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. Alrighty. Mallow Jameis says, it's funny how the bosses will still hit you even after you're dead. Yeah, it is. Hunter Jarl says, ha, he's hopping around dancing on your corpse. This is funny to you guys, but to me this is legitimately heartbreaking. Here we go. I'm gonna load up the YouTube chat one more again. There we go. I just wanted to share that Mimic boss with the world. This is too rad. He's so cool! Look at his little teeth! This little cute man. Alright, let's do it again. What happens if you walk on your arrow? Pewdist on YouTube is asking, what happens if you walk on your arrow, do you pick it up? Yep, yeah, you can pick it up manually by walking up to it. You don't have to use the pullback mechanic. But it helps. There we go. Alright, what's up? The coins are really interesting to me because they actually like kind of throw a wrench in my ability to line up. Ugh! He fires that coin so quickly, I'm kind of curious, like... I can't believe I lived through that, oh my god. Alright. Oh, it ricochets, did you see that? Maybe I need to charge it before he even starts the animation. Wrong attack. I did not... He really does look like he's dancing on my grave. He is rejoicing. Oh yeah, let's see here. 100 milliseconds on YouTube says, this game sounds as lovely as it looks. Yeah, there's something to be said for, like, a cohesive graphical and art style, and I think that this game inarguably has that. Alrighty. Get ready. I'm talking to myself when I say that. Ugh! Oh, that was not... Oh man, I can't believe I survived that. I'm just gonna like run circles around him. He's gonna do that. So there's the spit animation, there's one where he tackles me, and then there's the shoot. And I feel like the shoot is where he's gonna be vulnerable. I just ran right into him again. Alright, is it time for a shoot? Nope, it's time for a bite. Oh. I'm getting some good advice from the chat, though. Hunter Jawa says, the single coin shot attack he does looks like it's missing you by a long shot most of the time. Just stand still and carefully aim a shot when he does it. I got some good coaches here. It's got to be during that spit animation, right? That's got to be when we do it. Come on. Is this going to be it? So when he teleports close to me, he tries to bite me. If he teleports away from me, or if he's not near me, he'll spit, right? No, because he did the... It's all about, like, getting the timing down, I feel like. Nope, not this time, bub. Oh! Yes! Oh! Every time. It never stops feeling great. These are some of my favorite video game victories I've had, have been beating these bosses on this stream today. Oh, fuck yeah. Got him! Can I take some of this gold with me? I'm like, my heart's pounding a little bit after that. That was tight. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. Let's see what's up with this guy. He looks like he's in pain, and his eyes look like mouths. Whew. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I remember this one. It's the plant one. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Right, left, up. Oh, well, there's sort of squares right here. Right, left, up. Is there something super obvious that I'm missing? Oh, interesting. Apparently there's not a Titan in that room. Acid Nerve says the average playtime, for those who are curious, to play through this game is about 3 to 4 hours, which, when you think of that in terms of all of that time, like, there's no filler, there's no grinding, it's literally all just, like, handcrafted boss battles. It's pretty exciting. That's a big ol' arrow. Why that arrow so big? Oh, what's going on up there? That's a very Dark Souls looking fella. Uh-oh. He's a legendary Titan. Oh shit, I'm fighting a giant version of me. He got me with the reflection. This is cool. So I'm fighting a gigantic self. He does not like it when I look how much, I don't know if you can probably tell on the stream, look how much like fine tuning I can do, like the pixel, like the per pixel tuning of my shot here. Wait, oh there we go. He grew back his muscles and then the rest of his body. So how would I kill me? Oh, it's gonna bounce off the thing. I knew it. Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, it's gonna bounce off the thing. There we go. Just making sure everything's still working on YouTube. I don't know why it would randomly stop. Seems like it's okay. I'm just getting like a weird error on the YouTube side of things, but that's okay. Ba-ba-bum. Alright. Will someone in the Twitch chat, since I'm busy, can you go check on the YouTube side on youtube.com/devolverdigital and make sure it's still going? I don't know why it would randomly give me some weird encoder error, but that's life. Alrighty. Oh, interesting. There's a question about New Game Plus. And Acid Nerve, the developers, says that the game will have a New Game Plus and a bunch of pretty crazy achievements that should be fun to get. Alright. Cool. Let's hop back into it. Splorgs is pointing out that it seemed like he was destroying the columns. So that maybe I need to, oh god, hide behind them? To get some limited cover here. Oh, it wants some defender. Oh, he's got regular arrows and, yeah. Wow, just got pegged from the other side of the map. Yes. Alright, cool. YouTube is working again. Very weird. Cool. Thanks, guys. Just double checking. Very mysterious. I'm not gonna jinx it by dwelling on it too much. People are asking about the narrative, and all Acid Nerve is saying is that there's a subtle story throughout the world to be discovered. You'll find out more as you progress and explore. Alright, it zaps me. I wonder what is happening when it zaps me. Like, narratively, what does that mean? Alright, bring it. Whoa! He just demolished it. I'm scared of this dude. Alrighty. I dodge rolled out of the way of getting zapped that time. That was kind of cool. I have to try. No, 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 no! What is happening exactly with the zapping? I feel like there's something I should be picking up on. Oh, it's bouncing some more. So, I'm gonna try, this sounds bad when I say it out loud, I'm gonna try to ignore the bouncing purple arrow. Because that one's at least semi-predictable. No, no, no! Sometimes he gets, like, muscly, though. When he goes back to muscle mode, I feel like that's when he's at his weakest. Alright, I got him muscly. Yes! And then I drew my arrow back into him. I hunted him. I don't feel like that was not my most deserved kill. I think that the big arrow happened to hit him at the right time and I lucked out. Okay. Man, I really... Look at him. Look at his poor muscles and bones. He's all muscles and bones now. I think I'm gonna do one more boss fight. I really am, like, a little apprehensive about showing off too much of this, because it's... I think a lot of this game is, like... The discovery of it is really incredible. But I'm glad that you've chosen to join me for this. I just don't want to give too much away here, because... Yeah. Alright. Is this the room that didn't... Alright. Well, let's depart from this little zone. Alrighty. I really do feel like a jerk when I hustle through this world. I feel like I should just slow down and take it all in. Oh, look at this little way to climb. Killed that skeleton. This is sort of where I started, right? Ooh. We're getting to some civilization here. A darkened wood? Gravitating Gnome says, hey, I remember this. This was a Ludum Dare game. Yep, that's correct. It sure was. Alrighty. So for this final fight, I'm gonna let you guys choose which direction to take me before I wrap this up. Left, right, or north. Those are the all three directions that there are. Everyone, once again, I don't know why, the chat loves left. Darzon, Sea King, everyone's saying to go left. So left is where I will go. Let's do it. Splorg says south, which I don't think is super good advice. That is from whence we came. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm just gonna read commands as they get read out to me. Sea King says left, I went left or right. Darzon says left. Uh-oh. Alright. This is very Lost Woodsy, yeah. Mrs. J. Hawk says this is Lost Woods as hell. Totally. Left and then up. Man, the people who are saying to go south, they might have been onto something. I don't know. Alright, we got a boss, so... Let's see what's happening in here. Oh! Alright, he's shooting some spores. They are definitely lethal. Oh my god, I gotta find my way back. Alright, what did I do last time? I went left, up. There are mushrooms on the path, right? Yeah, you can kind of see all the mushrooms are in the northern quadrant of this level. I think I figured out how to find my way back here. Alright. Got it. Alright. It's got that purple thing on it. Oh, these spores are pretty brutal. Oh, jeez! Oh, man. Oh, that's a mushroom. I can't even tell which color is which anymore. I had like kind of a grasp on which ones were lethal and which ones were just trippy, but now it's... This is actually kind of more of a bullet hell boss than the other one was. Alright. I'm gonna wait till he rotates towards me. I did get an achievement for being on drugs for this long. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. I'm glad this is the last one. This seems like a good note to end it on. Alright. Jeez, this game is so... It's just like... I knew they were going to expand on the game for the retail release, but this is so much bigger than I thought. Like, this whole overworld and everything, and it feels much more complete than the early build I played before. Alright, there we go. Ugh! There should be maybe they've already thought of this. I would love an achievement where you, and I don't even know if this is possible, but you try to kill every boss with retrieval arrows, so instead of firing, you have to pull them all back to you. Alright, we can do this. It's... Oh, okay. Dancing on my grave once again. I'm kind of curious what other bosses are contained in these woods, but I will figure that out on my own time. Alarka PT says there's a good lesson here, which is that if you do drugs, you die. Yep, unequivocally. That is how it works. Alright. So the green... I don't know why I'm pretending like the colors matter. Purple spores are poisonous, green spores are lethal. But that only matters until you get poisoned, and then the colors don't mean anything anymore. Very rarely in a game are, like... Very rarely does your ability to read color get compromised in a boss battle. You know what I mean? Alright. Not the green! Not the... So Siggins on Twitch is asking, how did the game progress from the Ludum Dare build to the final release build? And their answer is that their goal is to sort of expand on the original concept with a lot more polish and variety. So far, I would say that they met both of those goals. Handily. Although, I do feel like the original Ludum Dare game, and I know they put a couple builds out there. Wait, I've got like wobbly vision now. This is the green spores do something... Or is it just when you get a little bit drugged, you have a little bit of... Yeah, this boss is great. Mrs. Jayhawk is asking if there's a giant enemy crab to fight at some point in the game. Well, if there is, we all know how to defeat it. You just attack its weak point for massive damage. Man, that's an old... That is an old joke. That's an early... Was it the PS3 reveal that happened? Alright. I feel like I either survive for like 4 minutes and lose, or die in the first 2 seconds. Acid Nerve says that they actually did want to make a giant enemy crab, but they couldn't come up with a good fight for it. Well, neither could Sony in that press conference, and that did not stop them. I guess this game is mostly about weak points being attacked for massive damage, so... I actually want to hit it from behind, draw the arrow through it, that way I can activate the boss and get my arrow back at the same damn time. Yeah! No. I just want to get, like, distance, but that's not... You're never, like... You can never be comfortable in this game. It's one of the things I like about it, is, like, you're always, like, on high alert during a fight. Alright, come on. Ugh! Alright, I'm gonna wait for him. I'm gonna hit him on the next rotation. No! Malajamus says that this forest song is also from the early, like, Ludum Dare version of the game. Tono is asking if I prefer to play games with a controller or a mouse and keyboard. It depends on the game. Like, for a game like this, I really do feel like being able to use the stick to get that fine analog control is super helpful. But there are some games where, you know, I like having mouse movement. So it really is a case-by-case basis for me personally. Rashmanic says, "God damn, this music is fantastic." No argument here. Alright. I always... It's so cocky of me to try to, like, hit the eye from the side, like with a strafing arrow. Come on. That was dumb for, like, 3 reasons. I was hoping I could just hold still with my arrow drawn and hit him right when he landed, but not only did I get killed by a spore because I was standing still, he jumped right on my head afterwards. Alarka says, what was the theme for the original game's Ludum Dare? It was you only get one. And they kind of left it open to interpretation what that meant, and Acid Nerve's interpretation of it was you only get one arrow, which I really like. This is so sad. If I ever stream this game again, it's going to be with a fat kill counter in the corner, and I'm going to assign a macro on my keyboard so that every time I die, it just counts up and up. So sad. Alright, I'm gonna last a little bit longer this time, is my plan. I'm gonna get some distance here. Gonna use that run feature now. No! That felt close. Ooh, that's a good question. Sporgs is asking, what's the story behind the studio's name, Acid Nerve? I don't have the answer, but I reckon they do. Why did I do that? I should not be alive right now. Oh, I'm not. Well, problem solved. Oh, interesting. Okay, here's the answer to where Acid Nerve got their name. The sludge boss at the beginning of the game used to leave acid on the floor, which would instantly kill you, and was way, way, way too hard, and its weak spot was a nerve instead of a heart. Finding something solid here. The Devolver told us we needed a name and we had to decide fast, so we just rolled with Acid Nerve, which was the original name of that Titan. I would love to know what the dev names for each of the Titans are. I hope at some point someone, like, just cracks the game and, like, looks in the code and figures out what the names of each of the Titans are. I'm assuming that the Brain Ice one is called Brain Freeze, but that's because I have a propensity for shitty puns. That is abnormal. This music is really, really nice. I kind of like the juxtaposition of, like, these really soothing walks through these really, like, vast spaces, and then these really intense boss battles where you can die in one hit. It's a nice nice contrast. I'm gonna do this, you guys. I'm gonna beat it. Yes, I nailed it. Okay, the brain is officially called brain freeze. Apparently. Psyched about that. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. All right, I can see the game in there again. Come on, computer. You can see the faintest outline. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Probably this is asking what the name of the mushroom boss is. Big annoying mushroom. Alrighty. I feel like my computer is being bratty right now. OG stream was interrupted. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to reopen the game, and we're gonna fight this boss. There's a small part of me that wants to give up. There's a small part of me that says that this mushroom boss was not meant to be defeated by me today. But I'm not gonna let that part of me win. We're gonna beat this together. Come on. You know what's funny is that even though I have like a DualShock 4 right over there and an Xbox One controller on the floor somewhere, I still find myself using this all the time. The original 360 controller. I don't know why, but I keep coming back to it. Ooh, y'all got jokes. Mrs. J. Hawk's guess for the boss's name is Portobello. Producer says Bonnaroo attendee. Timothy Leary. Big annoying mushroom. These are all good guesses. Here we go. I like the Acid Nerve logo. Alright. Look at me progressing. Splurg says I use 360 for ease of setup and use. Yeah, it's really the only controller right now where it's not like kind of a hassle. I've had weird issues with the Xbox One controller being like squeamish about when it will and won't work. And also like the fact that it's USB on both ends means that it unplugs sometimes. This thing just straight up works every time with every game. And you can't beat that. It's also just a very comfortable controller. I get so cocky every time the face of the mushroom is facing me. I'm going to approach him from the right this time. Alright, so here, I'm going to go counterclockwise. Right into a spore. I just missed the base of the shroom there. Oh no, I'm getting spored. There's so many things you have to manage at once, which is dodging the spores, lining up your next shot, and keeping your distance from him. I'm just getting on so many drugs right now. I need y'all to just pray for me. Purple Answer says, have Andy come beat the boss for me. Andy is not here right now. Can't always depend on him to... Alright. I like my idea of going counterclockwise. It maximizes the number of opportunities I have. Oh, it went right under him. I did not time it right. Oh, he's coming for me! Damn it! Oh, interesting. Hunter Jaw points out that his pink shots, which appear to be non-lethal, come from his eye. I'm not so sure that those are non-lethal, though. I feel like when the shots break up and turn into spores, then they're all non-lethal. But maybe I'm wrong. So when he starts rapid firing... Alright. Ah! Fuck! Shameful. Oh my god, so many people talking about Andy. Alright. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I should have died there. I just barely dodged that. Yes! Fuck off, mushroom. God, really, just I can't even describe the waves of happiness that are enveloping my body right now. I feel great. Another one down. That's awesome. Alrighty. Well, with that, that's going to be the end of this here Titan Souls stream. But I am teaming up with Evolver to do streams not unlike this one every Thursday for the rest of time. So, yeah, if you subscribe here, it depends on where you're watching, I guess. So if you... Let me get the terminology right. I'm just going to leave this nice forest sound in the background. If you subscribe on YouTube, you'll be notified when we do these sort of live videos. The idea is to send them both to YouTube and Twitch so you can watch wherever you're more comfortable. If you follow on Twitch, you will also get emailed when these streams happen. But if you want to just show up on time, set a schedule, put in your Google Calendar, whatever, it's every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. We've got a bunch of really, really exciting Devolver games coming up in the future, some of which you can probably guess by looking at what's coming in 2015. So yeah, really, really exciting stuff. If you want to keep up with me, I'm on Twitch as twitch.tv/Babylonian, YouTube is youtube.com/Babylonian, Twitter is twitter.com/Babylonian, just every website. If you type Babylonian into it, that's me. Except for on Instagram and Pinterest. I don't have those. Someone else has Babylonian on those, so don't follow that guy. But yeah, everywhere else, that's where you can find me. And yeah, thank you for joining us. This will be super fun. If you missed the beginning, you'll be able to catch the full archive of this stream over on youtube.com/DevolverDigital. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was really fun, and I can't say... oh, God, I'm not gonna lie. I might just go play more of this game as soon as I turn this stream off. I am very much in the zone right now. But yeah, bye, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Boop.